You're listening to a podcast from the BMA.
Hello, this is a BMA News podcast and I'm Flavia Munn. The NHS pension scheme is under attack, with doctors expected to pay a lot more in and most will also have to work for longer. The BMA is preparing to ask members what they think of the government's pensions offer. A vote no to the plans could lead to a ballot on industrial action. I am here with the BMA's new Pensions Committee Chair, Alan Robertson, who is going to talk about the BMA's campaign on pensions. Before we talk about the campaign, can you tell me why you wanted the job as Pensions Chair at such a turbulent time?
That's a very good question, and one that a lot of people have asked me. I think it's really, pensions is something I've been interested in for quite a few years now. I've been the Junior Doctors Committee rep to the Pensions Committee for 3 years, and I felt now with Andrew Dearden moving on to become Treasurer that it was time for me to look at chairing the committee, as it obviously is going to affect juniors in the biggest possible way.
The BMA has launched a campaign, Your Pension, Your Future, Your Say. Can you explain why the BMA has launched this campaign?
Well, the government have announced major changes to public sector pensions, most recently large increase in the contributions that have to be paid. We're really extremely worried about these changes and really quite angry about them, and we want to make sure that members are fully aware of what's being proposed and then tell us what they think about it too.
And why is it so important for members to give the BMA their current workplace details?
Well, if we do move to a ballot on industrial action in the new year, then it's imperative with the current trade union legislation that we have the latest updated workplace information for members. So it really is critical that they update us on where they're currently working.
And why is there such urgency to this drive?
The government are very keen to push through the proposals as quickly as they can. So they're looking to conclude some of the negotiations towards the end of this year. So that means really at the start of next year, we'd be looking to go out and ask members what they feel.
And who will be most affected by the government's changes to the NHS pension scheme?
It's junior doctors and medical students who've got the longest left in the scheme are going to be the one hardest hit by it. Retirement age going up to 68, and I think it's difficult to think in the late 60s of perhaps still doing highly demanding, either physically or technically demanding jobs. And also, from the point of view of a junior, we're looking at someone paying in around £200,000 more over the course of their career. And this is for a pension that, if they still want to retire at 60, would be substantially less than they would receive currently.
What is the BMA doing to highlight the issue among these groups, junior doctors and medical students?
Well, there's vast amount of information on the main BMA pensions page, which is bma.org.uk/pensions, and that really is the hub that gives all the information for every member about what's going on. But particularly for juniors and students, we're keen to have more and more face-to-face events for them to really inform them as to what's going on. We're also launching some other campaigns that's going to go into social media to hopefully try and engage them as well.
For updates on what's happening in pensions, read the blog from the head of the BMA's Pensions Department, Andy Blake, available at bma.org.uk/pensions, or read his weekly column in BMA News.